What if the four fundamental forces aren't four separate laws at all, but just four ways the same underlying medium reacts when you poke it? In the energy filament theory, there isn't one rule book for gravity, another for electromagnetism, a third for the strong force, and a fourth for the weak force. There is one tension C underneath, and those four are simply different tension and texture responses at different scales. Think about how school presents them. Gravity gets apples and orbits. Electromagnetism gets charges and field lines. The strong force hides with quarks and gluons. The weak force only appears during radioactive decay with strange flavor diagrams. Each comes with its own symbols and language, so your brain files them as four unrelated systems. Now swap that picture for one huge elastic sheet that can bend, wrinkle, and be stitched. Gravity is what happens when the sheet is pushed into big, gentle slopes. Put a heavy rock on it and you get a smooth dip. And anything nearby slides along the slope because that's the easiest way for the whole sheet to relax. Electromagnetism lives more in the surface texture than in the big bends. A charged particle is like a special embroidered knot that forces surrounding threads into aligned grooves. And other charged knots follow those grooves because gliding along the grain twists the sheet less than cutting across it. At tiny scales, the strong force is the sheet's no open tear rule. When you try to pull quarks apart, you're not separating marbles. You're opening a raw tension gap, and the medium responds by yanking out new threads to stitch across it, turning your pull into new bound clumps rather than free quarks. The weak force, instead of patching holes, is more like fixing bad knots. Some particle states are ugly, high-stress tangles that technically hold together but keep local tension too high. So the sheet quietly reweaves that patch into a cleaner pattern, changing one particle identity into another and sending away the leftover stress as light, neutrinos, or other debris. In this picture, gravity is the large-scale slope of the tension field. Electromagnetism is the directional grain etched into its surface. The strong force is the refusal to tolerate exposed rips. And the weak force is the habit of unknotting and retying awkward structures into cheaper ones. Four familiar moves of a single living tension C, not four disconnected gods of nature. Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.